from school, so round them up, because we've got a show full of the sights, sounds, and stars they can't get enough of. First, Hannah Montana's best bud, Emily Osmond's telling you who's the biggest prankster behind the scenes and revealing if she's planning a super sweet 16 next month. And Lori Berkner's hitting...
We promised you a great main event here tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SmackDown. I'm your host, Christopher Billings, alongside Joey Anderson. And we had a great, I thought it was a great episode on Raw this past, Wednesday, except Die Hard did not think the same thing because, I don't know, maybe it was because of you, Mr. Anderson, but, Die Hard has said that there will be no Raw anymore.
No Raw? Why? Why not? No Raw.
Yeah, he said that right now it's just not in the tables for Die Hard. I don't know if that's a money issue or what.
Well, I'll tell you what. Raw was a joke anyway. I mean, honestly, nobody knew any of those guys from last week that was, in matches. And SmackDown is the power plant, and, SmackDown will always be the power plant.
But how... It's just, I don't know, I think that may have been wrong for Die Hard to do that, but that's beside the point. Right now, it's John Incredible, and his opponent tonight, I don't know how it happened, but he is facing a behemoth of a man called Ryan Castle. I have been asking everybody all day why Ryan Castle is even here competing. He's not on a contract in the power plant. Why is he competing here?
Well, actually, I signed him. I brought him here to the power plant. I like him. I like what he's about. He's ruthless. He's cutthroat, and I'm hoping to see him kick a lot of ass, and especially this guy, John Incredible. I do not like him. Hopefully, Ryan Castle can beat down this guy.
Well, Ryan Castle is almost twice the size of John. He's twice the size of John Incredible, who is one of our physically larger superstars in the power plant. That's like putting a cruiserweight up against a super heavyweight.
Well, Ryan Castle is a super heavyweight.
And that's my point. He is a very big man. Why would you want to sign somebody that's big and slow in the ring when you can have quick-paced action?
Because the power plant needs it. The power plant does not have anybody the size of this man. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He is huge. Look at him.
He is massive, and that's what worries me, is the last time I saw him in action, he was in a match against Amazing Punk, and he suffered some type of leg strain injury during his match, and so he couldn't continue in the match. But the entire match, before then, before he got injured, he completely obliterated Amazing Punk, and now he's going against John Incredible. Who scheduled Ryan Castle versus John Incredible? That's what I want.
I scheduled it because John Incredible needs to lose. What is he now? 2-0?
He is 2-0, and I hope that John Incredible is able to beat Ryan Castle.
I hope not.
Well, I hope so, because
look at the size of this guy. Look at the girth that this man has.
I am very worried for the health of John Incredible right now, because Ryan Castle is such a big man. I mean, look at it, just raw, unadulterated power with that clothesline. And now John Incredible getting a little bit of offense here.
He's trying.
And you don't see that very often, but a big man getting that kind of a vertical leap. It's just, it seems to me that it's almost as if Ryan Castle's on a mission here, which worries me.
And this guy Ryan Castle, he's got it, man. And look at nothing flashy about him. All black attire, black boots, black trunks, you name it, knee pads, elbow pads, you name it, black. He means business.
But what I'm questioning is I know that you have a problem with John Incredible. Did you tell Ryan Castle to come here and do whatever he's going to do against John Incredible? Did you tell him to?
I told Ryan Castle to do whatever it takes to win. Put John Incredible out of action. That's what I told Ryan Castle, and that's what Ryan Castle is going to do. Because if he does what he does, if he does what I told him to do, then there's a very, very big paycheck waiting for Ryan Castle.
So basically, he is your hired hitman.
Basically, yes, and you might even see Ryan Castle in TCO.
And that was a huge, huge slam. He just picked up John Incredible and slammed him on his face. I mean, that was raw power. And now, as you see, Ryan Castle just grabbing the side of the head and just smashing it into the mat several times. I don't like this one bit. I mean, Ryan Castle is a very powerful man, but I don't like this one bit.
I love it. I love it. I hope Ryan Castle is pummeling right now. He's pummeling John Incredible in this ring.
I think John Incredible may have only gotten just a couple of moves off in this matchup. I mean, Ryan Castle has just been laying into him left and right, shutting him down at every corner, every turn, and John Incredible just has not been able to mount offense, but maybe I spoke too soon here. Now John Incredible sends him to the corner, big German suplex. John Incredible showing he's still in this.
Takes a little power to German suplex this guy. I mean, this guy's what, about 6'9", 7 foot?
He's about in that range, probably about 340, 350 pounds somewhere in there. He's a big guy. He's a very big guy. And now Ryan Castle again with that backdrop right onto the upper back and the neck, which, you know, that can paralyze.
That's called a backside suplex there, Billings.
Well, backdrop, backside suplex, it's the same move, same thing.
Same thing. I see you still got that blue shirt.
And you're still bald.
Yeah, you're still ugly.
And now Ryan Castle with a huge German suplex, a running German suplex. And now again with those closed fist punches, the referee needs to admonish Ryan Castle that he will be disqualified for using those closed fist punches. And now, what would you call that? I would call that a knee backbreaker.
A knee backbreaker?
I would call that a knee backbreaker.
That was a knee backbreaker into a neck breaker.
Well, as you see, what's Ryan Castle going to do here? Ryan Castle setting up a power bomb on John Incredible. He's got him up. He's got him out. He has him on his shoulders. He is elevated, probably almost 8.5 feet, 9 feet in the air.
That was one of the biggest power bombs I've seen.
And Ryan Castle was able to catch the foot of John Incredible, but John Incredible able to counter out of that, but then Ryan Castle counters from the ground. And grabbing the hair and then slamming the lower back across the knee. And then a knee stamp. This is just an assault. This isn't, you know, an actual...
Let's not forget, Ryan Castle has a big paycheck. And look at that. He's going to hit the unprettier on John Incredible. That's John Incredible's finishing move.
This is highway robbery right here. This is not even right.
It's a classic beatdown.
I mean, Ryan Castle is just going after that neck and the lower back. And out of the ring goes John Incredible. Now what's Ryan Castle thinking here? Ryan Castle, a big knee drop across the face. Wait a second, he's got steel steps. You can get disqualified in this match if you hit him with those steel steps. He set him down. What is he going to do here? A kick to the abdomen. And wait a second. Do not tell me he is going to do what I think he is going to do. Do not do this, Ryan. Oh my God. That may
did you just see that?
Just broken John Incredible in half.
Ryan Castle just earned his paycheck.
That is what you want to see John Incredible get paralyzed? You want to see him get crippled?
Ryan Castle just earned his paycheck. Ryan Castle was sent out to do a job by me, and he did what it took to take John Incredible out of action.
Folks, I apologize for that. I cannot stand that.
Apologize? Billings for what? Don't apologize. Ryan Castle did what he was supposed to do. Now, the cancer, John Incredible, is no longer here in the power plant, hopefully.
All right, folks, we will be right back in just one quick moment. All right, this is... And welcome back to SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Before the break, we had, Ryan Castle and John Incredible in a match, and Ryan Castle has already left the arena, but he made a beeline to get out of here. But he powerbombed John Incredible onto steel steps. We have the paramedics in the back taking a look at John Incredible, but right now it does not look very good. But that's on a side note. As you can hear, I can hear click, click, boom playing in my headset here. And you see Power Plant champion Styles and AC Arthur's coming to the ring. I do not know what this is about, but it looks like we're just a few moments away from finding out.
Nobody cares.
Well, I care, so be quiet and listen.
Die hard, die hard, die hard. I heard what you had to say on Raw. Now, everybody, the fans don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Every time you come down to the ring, you grab your microphone and you sound something like this. I am Die Hard. I am the Power Plant champion. I am boring. Now that you lose the championship to me, you want to sit and cry about it. I want my title back. I'm a big baby. Styles has my championship. Melinda, I'm mad. Melinda, I want my title back. Yeah. You big baby. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Being the nice guy I am, out of my own pocket, I will pay to ship you a pacifier. That way, whenever you decide to run your mouth, you can shove that pacifier in it. And on top of that, I will gladly buy you a year supply of Depends. That way you can put those on at night so you don't wet yourself thinking about my Power Plant championship. Now to get on bigger things, what you see here in the ring, this is the revolution. This is the revolution
of the power plant. This is where it started. Right here, you're looking at AC Arthurs, which is the future of the power plant. And you've got me. Consider me your past. I am the man. I'm the man here in the power plant, and I'm going to be the man for quite a long time. You're looking at the click. You are looking at the new breed, at the that people want to see. People are tired of TCO. The fans don't want to see TCO. What does TCO do? Jump everybody? Really? Die Hard. TCO. Without further ado, I want to introduce you. I'm going to introduce the Great Wall of the power plant. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, get ready for the present.
You know, and I completely agree with Styles, with what he had to say about Die Hard. I agree with that, Joey. What do you think? And
Shut the hell up, Billings. Shut the hell up. You know what? This is crap. Die Hard is going to put Styles in his place once and for all. It's going to happen.
it's not going to happen because right now it looks like Styles brought out the one man, you know, from last week that caused quite a bit of controversy, you know, on SmackDown.
Nobody cares about this guy either.
Well, everybody cares about Brick Wall, and, you know, with Brick Wall coming down here, I got to imagine he's got something on his mind. And, you know, I am definitely looking forward to listen to what he's got to say. I mean, I'm still loving the whole, with, you know, with what Styles said about Die Hard. I'm still loving that. But let's give Brick Wall the floor here for a few moments and see what he has to say about whatever he's come out here to say.
I know people was questioning me last week when I took out Jordan, one of my friends, and one of my also clan members that was a part of our group, TCO. I'm no longer in it. I am now in the clique. I know why everybody wanted me to switch, but when we attacked Stream 2 weeks ago, I did not want to be in that ring at all. I feel guilty, and if I was in a courtroom, I would plead guilty to that charge. And I know TCO will not be very happy with me, but I am tired of being the one to make TCO a tweener. I'm the nice guy, they are the heels. What can I say? I can't go their ways, and that's why I'm a part of the clique. And now that I am a part of the clique, I would like to go after Tag Team Gold with AC Arthurs and hopefully put a title around my waist. So that's my destiny and that's my legacy for this point and moment. So I am letting my fans know that I did not turn my back on them. I just turned my back on TCO for the fact I did not want to be in that situation and be guilty for the rest of my life. So I gave them back what they deserved. And for the fans that probably turned their back on me for the fact I did it last week, that's okay, I understand. But this is the way I'm going to have to end it.
And now that you heard what he had to say, now that you heard it from the Great Wall of the power plant, AC Arthurs, myself, and Brick Wall, you're looking at the future here in the power plant. You're looking at the guys that do nothing but bring it in the ring, each and every time that we get in here. We're the best the power plant has to offer. TCO, Die Hard, everybody else, take note. The Click is here, and the Click is staying. The Click is not going anywhere. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it.
And finally, now we're getting some order in the power plant. Styles, the power plant champion, is finally getting some order here in the power plant. He's got one of his greatest assets, Brick Wall, now, at his side. So that's definitely a great thing.
Brick Wall, a great asset? You gotta be kidding me. And who's AC Arthurs anyway? AC Arthurs, nobody even knows who this guy is, and nobody cares.
He is the future of the power plant. Styles couldn't have said it better. He is the future of the power plant. There's a reason for that, because that young man, he is gonna go places in the power plant. That AC Arthurs is a future power plant champion.
This is complete BS. I'm telling you right now, I'm not happy about this at all. And you know what? The more power to the Styles. You know what? I hope TCO and Die Hard completely take these guys out, because these guys are cancer.
Well, it looks like TCO is crumbling from the inside. And with that being said, we're going to move on with our show here. And you see Explicit coming down to the ring. It's been a tough, rough couple of weeks for Explicit. He's been on the downside of on the matches that he's been in, but he still comes to the ring and he still has a smile on his face.
I got an email here from Melinda, and Melinda is telling me that there is a fourth member of this new faction here in the power plant called the Click. I don't know. Do you know who this fourth guy is?
In all honesty, I do not know. The only thing that I know is that you brown nose to the CEO, you brown nose to Die Hard's wife, so you can get every little bit of information. I figured she would have told you something like that. She doesn't tell me anything.
She's not letting me know who exactly the fourth man is, so...
Well, it's probably meant to be a surprise then.
Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. What's this? Another email? The fourth man? Now the fourth man is going to be featured next week.
The fourth man will be featured next week?
The fourth man will be... Yeah, that's what it says. Featured next week.
That is amazing. Now I'm excited to find out who it's going to be.
Nobody cares who it's going to be. These guys are a joke anyway. Look at this. This guy Shane here.
Got Shane Silver and Explicit.
I like Shane. I do like Shane.
Well, Shane's switching it up here into a side headlock, and then kind of a side headlock hip toss, and then wow, that was a very rude gesture from Shane Silver there. I'm not sure if that was directed at the fans or maybe it was directed at you. Maybe he just doesn't like you.
No, it was directed to you, Billings. He does not like you.
Well, on a side note, that was a huge power slam by Explicit to Shane Silver. This is definitely going to be an interesting match. Both of these guys are known to be high flyers, especially with Explicit. And as far as from what I've seen from Shane Silver, he is a high flyer, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him compete in the ring.
I've seen this guy compete already, and you know what? He's got it. He's got what it takes. He's very, very good in the ring. He's very agile, and he's quick.
Into a quick cover here after that front face suplex. 1, 2. Explicit able to get his shoulder up.
Now you see that pinfall attempt right there. That is not a rookie move. That is a veteran move. This guy is the it factor. Shane is it.
Well, his shirt did say he was the effing best, and as you see that that modified arm submission that Explicit did may have had a little bit of a toll on Shane Silver there. As you saw, he was holding his arm. And now we're having an exchange here of counters. Just counter after counter, and it looks like Shane Silver got the better of him with the slap to the back of the head. Now Explicit trying to mount some offense. Explicit going to the top. And he caught Shane Silver, but Shane Silver was able to get back to his feet. Then Explicit runs in with a big kick. And then in reverse DDT, but then with the neck breaker. I'm telling you, Joey, this is definitely, this is the future right here. I mean, I'm not, like I said at the beginning of the match, I'm not sure why Shane Silver made that gesture, who it was directed at, but he's definitely got the it factor of, you know, the potential to be a future champion in the power.
I already said it. I already told you he's got the it factor. Don't copy what I say, Billings. What the hell's the matter with you?
Well, I'm just reiterating what you said, that
I'm just reiterating. Shut up.
I'm not talking to you anymore, Joey. Another near fall by Shane Silver. Again, not following the cliche of a rookie. He seems like he's a very experienced in-ring competitor. And then a big moonsault from Explicit there into a quick cover, but the rope, Shane Silver's foot was under the rope, forcing the rope break.
But Shane knows where he's at all times in the ring. He is he's got a very good ring presence. He knows where he's at all times in this ring.
Well, you know, Explicit is no stranger to the ring either. I mean, he knows his way around the ring as well.
Yeah, just like that move right there that he just missed, right?
Well, he has, you know, he's been on the receiving end of some pretty painful matches the past few weeks and might be a little rusty. And a big bulldog off the ropes there. He didn't miss that one. Landed Shane Silver right on his head.
The thing with Explicit here is he's too fast for his own good. He's too quick. He's too quick to make a move, and you know, it backfires on him. And as you see, he misses quite often.
Well, that beautiful snap suplex hit its mark perfectly. And now look at that. Explicit whips Shane Silver into the corner. He goes in. He's got him upside down. He's tangling him up in the trio woe here. But Shane Silver with a knee to the forehead. Off the ropes. He goes with a big hanging clothesline there.
That was just a clothesline. That was not a hanging clothesline.
That was a hanging clothesline.
Poke to the eye. Look at that. That's classic.
That is a very dirty tactic. Sticking your thumb in your opponent's eye is a dirty tactic. It's a very dirty tactic.
And I condone that.
How can you condone poking what if somebody poked you in the eye? Would you condone somebody poking you in the eye?
If somebody poked me in the eye, I would spit in their face.
You are a very disgusting man, Mr. Anderson. And look at this. Shane Silver whips him right back into the turnbuckle there.
I like to fight. I'm dirty. I'll do whatever it takes to win, and that's what Shane Silver is doing.
Well, he is determined to win here. Punch right to a close fist punch to the side of the face, then using his knees to choke the life out of Shane Silver, Explicit on the ropes there.
This guy Shane Silver, we should see this Shane Silver in TCO. I'd like to see him in TCO. I think he could bring good things to TCO.
Well, Shane Silver is looking great in his debut match here in the power play. And a big running drop kick from Explicit, turning the momentum around. Shane Silver was taunting, and, you know, he paid the price. He spent too much time, and Explicit got the better of him. And now Explicit over that top rope there, ascending the top rope. What's he going to do? He's going high risk. He went for it, but Shane Silver punched him off the top rope as he was getting ready to leap. Then into a near fall, that kick to the back of the head. 1, 2, almost a 3 count again for Explicit. Explicit's got to be thinking, what's it going to take here to win?
Don't cut Shane out. I'm telling you, he's still got something left in the tank. I'm telling you right now.
And now Explicit again with that snap suplex. Well, right now it looks like Explicit is in control, and then a kick right across the chin. And here we go again, Explicit snap suplex.
You know, I heard this guy Shane Silver, he's actually a black belt in Taekwondo.
That worries me, but my biggest fear for Shane Silver right now is if Explicit catches him with the name tag, which is, you know, that standing Pele kick, that kick can knock you out. It can break your nose. It can hurt you.
Okay, great. Nobody really cares about Explicit. Anyway, don't cut me off, please. Now, Shane Silver, he's a black belt in Taekwondo, and you know how many tournaments this guy has won? Do you?
I do not know. No, I do not know.
You do not know? He's won a total of 10.
Well, that is quite impressive.
That is quite impressive.
But that's
So
not.
what do you think he could,
but
what
that
do
may
you
be
think he could
impressive.
do to his opponent in the ring?
But that depends. I mean, as you can clearly see, he is showing signs of wear and tear after just doing a simple suplex, and he does go for the cover. One,
He's going to get it right
two,
there.
and Explicit again gets the shoulder up, keeping this matchup alive. And now Explicit with the flurry of strikes there. Shane Silver back to his feet. He's groggy, and that springboard Pele kick there. But now Shane Silver able to counter with a kick to the abdomen and then a big right hand. And as you see, look at that, Shane Silver, he is still hurting. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, Shane Silver, yes, he may have won 10 kickboxing, tournaments or Taekwondo tournaments, except will that really matter when he's facing the superstars in the power plant?
Absolutely it'll matter because he's got experience. He knows what it takes to win, obviously, because he's won 10. And 10 of those tournaments, he's never lost in any tournament. He's had a total of 10 tournaments that he has been in, and he's come out on top on each of them.
And another near fall for Explicit. I mean, well, right now, Explicit is taking it to Shane Silver. So he is taking it to a 10-time combat specialist, if you will. I mean, that's one way to describe him, as a combat specialist. And now Shane Silver runs in with that clothesline. Wait a second, Shane Silver, he's got Explicit on the ropes there. He would look like he was going to choke him, but the pain that he suffered from earlier in the match is catching up with him. He may not have the endurance.
I think he does. Don't let him fool you.
Well, now Explicit, a big countering Hurricane Rana type DDT, hooks the leg.
No. Kick out. Come on, Shane.
2, almost a 3 count again by Explicit. Explicit is so close to pulling up a huge win tonight. And I would take nothing away from Shane Silver if he loses to Explicit, because Explicit is a great in-ring competitor, and a huge Dragon Whip kick from Explicit there into another cover.
You gotta be kidding me.
1,
He's gonna kick out.
2, and so close again. The frustration has got to be building on Explicit. And now Explicit with that standing Pele kick that may have knocked Shane Silver out. Hooks the leg. He may have taken too much time. 1, 2, almost a 3 count again. This match is intense. This is a very intense match. And now Shane Silver with a reverse chin lock here. The knee placed firmly into the spine, pulling back on the head and the neck. But Explicit able to get out of it there. And then an attempted Pele kick, but Explicit was unable to connect with that standing back kick there. Well, even though Shane Silver may be, like you said, he was a 10-time combat or 10-time winner, for Taekwondo, but right now Explicit showing that he's got, in-ring savviness. He's got kick power. He's got speed. He's doing great.
Yeah, he's doing okay. I'll give him that. Still, let's not count this guy Shane Silver out. He's got what it takes to win, and I told you that in the beginning of the match. So, you just kick back and watch something here.
Well, now Shane Silver with a big hanging suplex there.
This guy right here, he's in control right now. Don't let him get control of you, because he will win.
Well, now Explicit turns momentum back into his favor with another huge snap suplex. And now Explicit ascending the top rope. He's going for it all with that moonsault, and they got it. No flies on him, going for that pin. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2. Shane Silver again kicks out. Then a kick to the abdomen, and now Shane Silver switches momentum around. He goes to whip Explicit towards the corner, but Explicit tripped a little bit there.
You know, I'm sure Explicit is probably a little frustrated right now, probably thinking, what does he have to do to put Shane Silver away?
And I would have to completely agree with you on that. I mean, Shane Silver has just been, he's been spectacular in this matchup against Explicit. Explicit has got to be getting frustrated. I mean, he's throwing everything he's got at Shane Silver, and Shane Silver keeps getting up. And again, going high risk, hits that moonsault. And again, hooks the far leg. 1, 2, and again Explicit almost gets another near fall on Shane Silver. And wait a second, Shane Silver's got him on the ropes there. But wait, Explicit did a duck. He pulled the rope down and tripped Shane Silver up. A springboard crossbody to the outside from the apron. Now, if that isn't spectacular, I don't know what is, because Explicit had enough ring awareness to know where Shane Silver was on the outside. And now, wait a second. Shane Silver's got Explicit up. Then a hanging suplex right on the barricade there. That could break your ribs.
That's great. That's a veteran move right there that you just saw. Using everything to your advantage.
And now Shane Silver is setting the top rope. But wait a second. It looks like Explicit, he's going to toss him off there. And now Explicit ascending the top rope again. Goes for another moonsault and he hits it. Hooks the leg again. 1, 2, almost a 3 count again, but Shane Silver kicks out. I'm telling you, this young man, Shane Silver, he is something special. And now Shane Silver threw Explicit shoulder first into the turnbuckle post there. And now Shane Silver has Explicit up in a hanging suplex, drops him face first in that gourd buster. But Explicit counters from the ground. And now Shane Silver counters. And now they're just having an exchange of countering each other here. I don't want to say this match is a stalemate, but it's pretty close to being a stalemate right now. Neither one of these competitors want to lose.
Well, and you can't blame it. This is Shane's first match here, so.
Well, in his debut match, he is doing spectacular against Explicit, but Explicit is also doing pretty good. And a big power slam. Explicit caught him, hooks the leg. There's the 1, 2. Again, almost a near fall for Explicit over Shane Silver. Explicit needs this victory right now. And Shane Silver, he is just, he's not shutting Explicit down, but he just keeps getting up and he keeps kicking out. And he's hanging in there, you know, and that's the most important aspect of this entire thing. And look at this, he's walking around picking each body part apart.
Stomping the hell out of Explicit.
Now Shane Silver, what's he going to do? He's got him in the corner, a big punch to the forehead. Turns him around, but Explicit able to counter there. And now Explicit whips Shane Silver to the corner. He's got Shane Silver up on the top turnbuckle here. What's Explicit thinking? Explicit springboards off the ropes, but wait. Shane Silver turned him around and caught him. Shane Silver attempted double fist, but Explicit countered. Then Explicit with that reverse DDT neckbreaker again. This match has went from being a great match to being a spectacular match. Wait a second, Shane Silver picks up Explicit in a suplex. Explicit threw a knee in there. And now Explicit, shades of Die Hard with that modified backbreaker, an inverted backbreaker if you will. And now Explicit, he's got that Anaconda Vice submission hold locked in. And whether you want to admit it or not, Mr. Anderson or Joey, you can't take away from Explicit tonight. He is definitely on his A game.
Explicit on his A game? Okay, yeah, sure. He might be doing a pretty damn good job this time around. But let's face it, it's all about Shane Silver right now. I mean, this guy has kicked out of each and every pin attempt that Explicit has put on him. And now look at it. He's completely demolishing Explicit right now.
Well, now Shane Silver, again, shades of Die Hard, those closed fist punches. The referee needs to admonish these guys that closed fist punches are illegal in a wrestling match. And Explicit went for that springboard, and he got nothing. And as you see Explicit trying to battle back, Shane Silver whips Explicit to the corner. And now Shane Silver, a big right hand. And now again, Shane Silver just pounding away in the corner there.
This is that cutthroat. You know, this guy has a big background in fighting. He's got mixed martial arts experience. Now look at that.
A huge running code breaker from Explicit. Explicit should have went for the cover. He should have put Shane Silver away right there. He should have waited. And now Explicit with that kick, that springboard kick again. And now Shane Silver pulls Explicit back into that clothesline. I mean, this match has had so much back and forth on it. And then the foot on the back, and then kind of like a calf stomp, I guess. Just, you know, slams him face first on the mat using his foot as extra momentum. And as you see, Shane Silver is just lighting Explicit up right now, and then a quick knee to the abdomen. And now Shane Silver has control of the matchup again. Another punch to the forehead. It looks like he's going to hang Explicit on that bottom rope again, right across the throat. You know, and I've seen a lot of matches, Joey. I've seen a lot of matches, but this match right now it's one of the top ones. Of that big super kick from Shane Silver, that might be it. But wait a second, Explicit able to counter from the ground, and then a big running drop kick. Shane Silver able to counter. Now Shane Silver, that Sato suplex on Explicit. And now those mounted punches, closed fist punches. This is, as you see, Shane Silver again taunting Explicit, telling him to get up, but Explicit caught the foot. And then look at that, a big enziguri. And then a kick right to the abdomen.
It's turning into one hell of a match.
And that was a huge catching counter there by Shane Silver. And again, with that big hanging suplex, and then just a basic standard vertical suplex. But that suplex had a lot of hang time on it. And then the big Pele kick from Explicit, again, that he should have went for the pin. That may have knocked out Shane Silver. And look at that. Explicit went for a springboard. Shane Silver wisely rolled out of the ring to avoid the contact. Is that something you would do in a fight, Joey? Would you roll out of the ring away from your opponent?
Absolutely. I would roll out of the way. I would roll to the outside. And you know, whatever I have to do to win, I would do it. If it takes getting a chair, you know, anything like that, I will do it. Lie, cheat, steal, you name it.
So you would go above and beyond breaking the rules to make sure that
I would go above and beyond all the rules to make sure that whatever I had to do to win, I would win. I don't care if I had to slap your mother, I don't care if I had to slap your brother, your sister, anything.
Well, now Explicit gaining a little bit of momentum here. There's one clothesline. He rolls him over into a second clothesline. Wait a second. It looks like he's going to go for that third clothesline. That is vintage Explicit right there.
What?
That is vintage Explicit. A three-combination clothesline. And he went to the top rope for that double knee, but Shane Silver was able to roll out of the way.
Did you just say vintage Explicit?
That was vintage Explicit.
How is it vintage? Explicit hasn't even been here a year yet. What are you talking about?
Well, look at that Tiger suplex into a near fall by Explicit again on Shane Silver. I'm just saying that is a vintage move. He's used that clothesline ever since he has came to the power plant. That's all I'm saying. It is vintage Explicit because he's used it forever. It's always been in his move repertoire. And then that big left hook from Shane Silver. And Shane Silver taunting Explicit, the ultimate underdog in a match. You know, I mean, that is what he is, but he always comes out on top. And now Shane Silver, that super kick again. One, two, three, and Shane Silver picks up the win here. An impressive victory for Shane Silver. A very impressive victory. I've seen some pretty intense matches, but that was definitely one of the most intense matches I've seen. I did find out a few moments ago from an alert from Melinda Guerrero that the main event, we knew that TCO would be in action, James Braden and Jordan Moore, but we didn't know who they were going to be facing. Well, we found out. It is the Click. It is AC Arthurs and Brick Wall, and AC Arthurs and Brick Wall are coming down to the ring now.
Nobody cares about these two guys, man.
I think that the Click, they have the Future, who is AC Arthurs. They've got the Power Plant champion in their corner, and with Brick Wall as well. You know, a former 3-time $1 million champion, a former tag team champion. You know, Brick Wall is that deciding, or he is that one piece that they needed for their puzzle, and the Click will be unstoppable.
The Click will be unstoppable. How do you think that?
You have Brick Wall. You have one of the fans love Brick Wall. They love him, and he is such a big guy. He was one of the biggest guys in TCO physically. I mean, James Braden was a close second, which, you know, James Braden and Jordan Moore, they've had some differences in the past, but I don't know, maybe they talked to Die Hard and Die Hard has them on the same page or whatever. But Brick Wall was he was the glue for the power plant that kept the power plant, or that kept TCO together. And without Brick Wall being there, I can see it now. TCO is going to fall apart from the inside.
I highly disagree with you, Billings.
Well, I guess
we'll
find out tonight.
Is the original crew here in the Power Plant.
Exactly, but they've had so much trouble, you know, in a standing tie-up by AC Arthurs and James Braden, and AC Arthurs got the better of James Braden, although, you know, James Braden had a spectacular match, you know, on Raw, but evidently it looks like maybe I guess James isn't going to be out of a job since he's on SmackDown here, although they're not doing the Raw segment anymore, which I kind of wish that they would have.
Well, how could anybody out of the TCO camp be out of a job? I mean, TCO is the original faction here in the Power Plant.
Well,
TCO has been here
by James Braden of TCO. Well, I'm just curious to know why TCO is still involved in the tag team division. They have no reason to be here, and a big kick right to the chest, and then an overhead belly to belly there. A beautiful overhead belly to belly by AC Arthurs. Now James Braden picks AC Arthurs up, whips AC Arthurs to the corner, and here you go. You're going to see TCO making their tag team. Wait a second, they have AC Arthurs, twist him around and whip him right back into the turnbuckle, turned him upside down.
This is TCO at their best.
Now Jordan Moore going to work on the legs of AC Arthurs. AC Arthurs needs to get Jordan Moore in the ring. AC Arthurs needs to get Brick Wall in the ring. He needs Brick Wall. He needs to get a tag to Brick Wall right now.
So you're admitting that TCO, the chosen ones, are the best damn thing to ever happen to the Power Plant.
Well, no, it's just I know that with James Braden on the apron, look at that. He's distracting the referee while I just saw Jordan Moore stick his finger in AC Arthur's eye.
Wait a second, Billings. You know, you just said that AC Arthurs needs to get Brick Wall into the ring. Well, Brick Wall was in TCO, so you're admitting that TCO is the faction here to be reckoned with.
Well, no, I'm saying that Brick Wall is the one guy on the Power Plant roster besides Styles right now. I'm not saying that Arthurs can't do it, but right now Brick Wall is the one guy that can go pound for pound against TCO, and he can beat the guys that are in TCO. He can beat Diehard, he can beat Jordan, he can beat James. And look at that, a big right hook from Brick Wall. AC Arthur sent James towards that corner, but James did a springboard out of the corner. And James Braden taunting AC Arthurs now. I mean, you clearly saw that. Jordan Moore was still interfering in the match after he was the illegal man because Brick Wall went to break it up. Brick Wall going in to break up the pin again with a running leg drop. And now Jordan Moore again staying in the ring after the pin was broken up. And now look at that. AC Arthurs has James Braden in the corner. Big back chops here. This is, in the words of people such as Alan Seivert, David Seivert, this is an epic matchup right here. And then
epic? Why are you even bringing up those losers? Who cares about Alan Seivert and David Seivert? Nobody remembers those guys, and nobody cares about those two clowns.
Well,
those guys are idiots.
Did you just see what Jordan Moore did? He removed the turnbuckle pad while the referee's head was turned.
Absolutely, I saw that. That's a classic TCO move. This is why these guys have been around for so long.
And AC Arthurs he went back first right into that exposed metal bracket. That fish hook. That's basically what it is. It's like a fish hook. And now look at that. Jordan Moore grabbed him. And now James Braden, what's he going to do? He's a big chop right across the back of the chest there.
Again, that's the experience that TCO has as a group, as a tag team. They work together.
Look at that. AC Arthurs off the ropes. That big kick right to the face. AC Arthurs picks James Braden up. Whips James to the corner. And wait a second. James Braden was able to counter. But Brick Wall got himself involved there. And now what is AC Arthurs going to do here? Wait a second. Brick Wall made the tag. He got tagged in. Wait a second. Brick Wall and AC Arthurs a double choke slam on James Braden. And Brick Wall is standing backflip taunt into a cover here. There's a 1, almost a 2 count, but James Braden was able to power out. James Braden whips Brick Wall into the ropes, leaps over him. The agility of James Braden is so impressive. I mean, he's for such a big guy, he's able to move so fluidly, you know, and it's just so impressive. But I am pulling for AC Arthurs and Brick Wall in this matchup. I don't want to see TCO win tonight.
I want to see TCO win every night.
Well, TCO will not win every night. James Braden off the ropes, kicks Brick Wall in the chest, whips Brick Wall into the ropes, and he catches him in a side headlock. And wait a second, he whips him into the ropes again, and Jordan Moore pulled the rope down, and they tripped up Brick Wall. And as you saw, James Braden giving that taunt, saying, "You can't see me." And wait a second, Jordan Moore may have made a miscalculation there onto James.
What the hell is Jordan Moore doing in there? Get out of the ring, Jordan.
Well, see, again, Jordan is interfering with the match. This is why I said TCO would fall apart from the inside, but Jordan Moore with that face crusher to Brick Wall, who had his back to him. And now Jordan Moore trips up AC Arthurs, whips AC Arthurs to the corner, attempted a running big boot, missed. Brick Wall was going for the cover. Jordan Moore caused a distraction on the referee.
This is just insane right now. There's so much going on in the ring. I mean,
Brick Wall went for it. Looked like a double fist drop. He missed. James Braden into the cover here. Brick Wall powers out.
I don't know why the guys who made this match happen. They should have just made it into a tornado tag. I mean, this is completely insane right now.
Well, James Braden again for the cover too. Almost a 3 count after that DDT, but and look at that, James Braden again saying, "You can't see me" to Brick Wall, and then Brick Wall with that chop right across the back of the head, turning momentum around in the favor of the Click right now. Now Brick Wall with a basic scoop slam. And wait a second, AC Arthurs goes for a springboard, but Jordan Moore came back into the ring. Now Jordan Moore back on the outside. Now James Braden with a big standing drop kick to Brick Wall. And now James Braden whips brick wall to the corner, and again with a "you can't see me." And now James Braden tags in Jordan Moore, and it looks like they're going to do brick wall into the corner, upside down in that exposed turnbuckle. This has been such a, this match has been so intense. It's as if they're fueled by hatred for each other.
And Brick Wall doesn't seem to like, you know, his old group, huh?
Well, that is, I agree with what Brick Wall said, but right now it's just, there's so much anger. I mean, look at that. Brick Wall went to go after James Braden. James Braden was able to move out of the way. James Braden with a springboard body splash.
Yeah, look at that.
Now, Jordan Moore, an Asai moonsault.
TCO is at their best right now. I mean, we're looking at, they work so well together. So well.
And AC Arthurs is down, and wait a second, Brick Wall is going. Brick Wall, he needs to get back in the ring. Both members of TCO were right there. Now James Braden back into the ring. An attempted Dragon Whip kick. Brick Wall swatted him away, and then that double axe handle smash. Now we got some order in this matchup. Back to Brick Wall and Jordan Moore as the legal participants. And then an attempted discus clothesline into the ropes, but wait a second. Oh, and then a big clothesline from Jordan Moore to Brick Wall. It's just every time that Jordan Moore and James Braden are in a bad predicament, it seems that they're able to turn it around on the click.
That's what TCO is known for to do. That's what TCO does. They turn it around into their favor. They keep the match, and what everything happens is always in their favor.
Well, James,
that's why TCO is so great, and that's why TCO has been here for so long.
Well, as you saw, James Braden had AC Arthurs on that top rope there, and he hung him out to dry with that neck breaker and that big power slam from Jordan Moore. Now Jordan Moore, a leg drop right into the abdomen. James Braden calling for a tag here. Jordan Moore whips Brick Wall into the ropes. Brick Wall counters with a big German suplex. Wait a second. Oh, James Braden grabbed Brick Wall. Then an attempted kick to the abdomen. Brick Wall caught the foot, and then that double axe handle smash. Wait a second. Jordan Moore, a thumb to the eye from the ground. I don't think the referee saw it. Now Brick Wall counters into a rear waistlock here. And then Jordan Moore counters. Which Brick Wall right into James Braden, who pulled the rope down. Jordan Moore going off the top rope with that Asai moonsault. Right now it just does not look good for the Click. Brick Wall has been isolated away from AC Arthurs.
So I got a question for you, Billings. What do you think, why do you think Brick Wall did what he did? I mean, the real reason, besides what he said earlier tonight, why do you think Brick Wall decided to turn his back on TCO? I mean, it couldn't be the biggest statement because he's already been the $1 million champion how many times now?
Three times now.
3 times now. So it's obviously it wasn't to make a statement. So why do you think he really did turn his back on TCO?
Well, he probably realized that TCO is a very powerful faction. They have the owner's wife as, you know, the one person that they can rely on, and they're always guaranteed their job for that one reason. But he probably realized that the way that TCO was handling things was so wrong. You know, they attacked a defenseless man in a 4-on-1. I mean, if that doesn't make you see the error of somebody's ways, I don't know what does. And Arthurs goes for the cover on Brick Wall after that double team move. Now Brick Wall whips AC Arthurs into that turnbuckle, but wait, he caught himself. And then a tag. James Braden got tagged in, a big right hand. James Braden going to hit James, to hit Brick Wall, but Brick Wall pulled the rope down there. It was kind of like a TCO tactic, pulling the rope. Brick Wall went for a leap and he didn't hit anybody.
Look at that, a little bit of tag team action there on the referee, huh?
That's what it looks like in a standing tie-up now by AC Arthurs and James Braden. AC Arthurs got the better of the situation, whips James Braden to the ropes, leaps under him, and James Braden another kick right to the chest there.
So, Mr. Billings, what do you know about Die Hard in the King of the Ring tournament?
As far as I know, he has made it through his qualifier match, and he made it through the first round. The semifinal was supposed to take place yesterday. He has not reported what happened.
Interesting.
Which I'm hoping that, you know, he got beat on extremely bad or something.
Well, I'm hoping that he actually won his match, and I'd like to see him make it all the way through the King of the Ring tournament.
Wait a second, James Braden has the cover here. The referee is down. Brick Wall and Jordan Moore on the outside fighting. The referee finally getting back to his feet here. 1, 2. Brick Wall able to break the pin up. And now AC Arthurs whips James Braden to the turnbuckle.
What is James doing?
Jordan he may be, you know, miscommunicating. Well, AC Arthurs, he's ascending the top rope. But wait, oh, Jordan Moore just hit him right in the corner there.
You know, for as great as TCO is, they can do some real sloppy things in the ring here.
And that's why I said that, you know, the Chosen Ones, they're falling apart from the inside. Without Brick Wall being there, they don't really have anybody to keep them in check. And that is all honesty right there.
They're like a pack of wolves. They're just so cutthroat. I think they're too cutthroat for their own good. You know, they obviously tripped up each other quite a few times during this matchup, and
with James Braden going off the ropes there, it looked like he was going for something, but Jordan Moore stole the spotlight and did that move from behind. James Braden saying, "You can't see me," to AC Arthurs. A kick to the abdomen, but James Braden tripped him up. And now AC Arthurs with that big scoop, reverse scoop slam, going for the cover here. 1, 2, almost a 3 count, but James Braden able to kick out. And now AC Arthurs whips James Braden to the outside. Meanwhile, Brick Wall and Jordan Moore are fighting on the outside. And then a big springboard plancha from AC Arthurs to James Braden, and Brick Wall has Jordan Moore set up on the announce table, and now it looks like the Clique is in control of this match. What is Brick Wall thinking here? Wait a second, Brick Wall ascending the top rope. Jordan Moore finally off the table. Oh, but James Braden just kicked Brick Wall right out of the ring there. And now look at this. James Braden's feet are on the ropes. Luckily, the referee saw the rope break. And now look at this. I mean, this match is just broken out. It is. We've got James Braden and AC Arthurs in the ring.
This match is out of control. This is completely out of hand. It's completely out of control. TCO is, as much as I love the TCO, you know, they're not getting it done.
Well, these are the guys that are training you. As you said, you know, on Raw, you said that TCO was training you. Is this how they are training you, to be sloppy in your matches and do these types of things?
TCO is training me, and you know, when I say TCO, I say Die Hard, and Die Hard is never sloppy in the ring.
Well, as you see, James Braden, he's able to kick out again, and again, AC Arthurs went shoulder first, right into that exposed turnbuckle there, and now, wait a second, James Braden and Jordan Moore again right into that exposed turnbuckle, turning AC Arthurs inside out. Now AC Arthurs counters from the ground here. And James Braden grabbed a hold of him. Oh, but AC Arthur's able to counter. Now Jordan Moore whips AC Arthurs into the ropes, leaps over him, and he goes to he catches him. It looked like it was going to be a big backdrop, but wait, AC Arthur's in a quick roll-up. James Braden distracting the referee here. 1, 2, almost a 3 count, but Jordan Moore able to kick out in just the nick of time. And right now it looks like the Click is definitely showing that they are not a sloppy tag team. They are really taking it to TCO tonight. But wait a second. Brick Wall gets tagged in. A big right hand to Jordan Moore. And then, oh, that flying elbow to James Braden. Wait a second. What's Brick Wall thinking here? That Dragon Whip kick. Brick Wall off the ropes. Misses with his... I gotta believe he was going for the driller. But wait.
There he goes. AC Arthur's just hit his finisher. Now what?
Now we have Brick Wall is down, Jordan Moore is down, James Braden was down. He is now getting back to his feet.
Get up, James. Come on. Get in there. Get in there.
James Braden trying to call for a tag here. Jordan Moore he may be out of it. Now, as you see, Brick Wall, he's got Jordan Moore, or Brick Wall has Jordan Moore up on the top turnbuckle doing a little bit of taunting there. He might be taking too much time. No, he's got Jordan Moore on his shoulders, that reverse Death Valley driver. Wait a second, Brick Wall. It looks like he's starting to feel alive. He might be going for the B Wallin.
B Wallin?
The B Wallin elbow drop.
The B Wallin? Really?
Well, he's getting the fans behind him here. You see he's getting in the zone. Dances up, throws the arm up with the big elbow drop.
I can't believe the fans like this guy.
And the driller, and then AC Arthurs with a big clothesline to James Braden, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. The Click victorious tonight against TCO. Jordan Moore was the weak link for TCO.
I'm disgusted at this. This is pathetic.
Well, wait a second. What is Jordan Moore doing? And James Braden, oh my God, not from behind. Jesus. And like you said, like a pack of wolves going right after AC Arthurs here. They got him up. A slingshot right into the ropes there. And now James and Jordan are going to do some work on Brick Wall. They've got him up. A big hanging double team suplex. Look at this. I mean, this is horrible, and James Braden and Jordan Moore are just stomping away.
This is great. This is what TCO is supposed to do.
No, this is after the match. They lost the match.
Hey, they're wolves. What do you expect, TCO? What do you expect them to do? They're wolves.
This is not right. This is not right at all. In no way, shape, or form is this, the right thing for any superstar to ever do. Folks, we are out of time for tonight. We will see you on the next SmackDown, which I was notified that Die Hard will be in action on the next SmackDown. So that's definitely something you're going to want to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Christopher Billings. That's Joey Anderson. Have a good night, folks.